According to Yale Center for Aging, people who are put into a nursing facility or an institution have a shorter life expectancy rate than those individuals who choose to either live independently or are able to live independently in their comfort of their own home. So that mortality rate is not necessarily driven just by an institution itself, but it's also driven by underlying medical conditions and that drastic change of environment, which can lead to unnecessary stressors, which do cause a shorter lifespan there as well. So we go into what is called a silver tsunami, and that is basically the definition that we would use for an individual who's 65 years of age or older. Currently in the United States, 15% of our population is over the age of 65, and by the year of 2050, this will increase to 20%. And so that's a large growing number, and that's also due to medical advances, as well as people just being able to live longer due to those medical advances. So going into that, we would like to reduce stressors of not only everyday life, but we want to reduce stressors for future generations and just put family members at ease of loved ones, of course. So my name is Lauren Bateman.
I am Timothy Yoder.
And I'm Addie Deppie. So building off that, I want to really iterate on some key statistics and numbers that show that the need of home adaptations for senior citizens is a social problem. So starting from the bottom, the baby boomer generation, that is increasing. They're going into the retirement age and they're in need of help and assistance. So within Evansville, 15.5% of our population is over the age of 65. So that's roughly like 18,000 people. So that's a pretty big number, so showing that there is a broad range of people who need help. 53% of impaired senior citizens own a home in the United States. So that just shows that people who are elderly, they want to live in their home, they want that independence regardless of having an impairment or a disability. And then building up that, 1 in 3 senior citizens will move into a nursing home, so there's a greater odd of someone staying at home and wanting that independency again. So that builds into our specific problem pain statement. It says that there is a lack of housing adaptation of advisors for the power of attorney, family members, or the clients themselves. They want to utilize and create a personalized assisted living plan to stay in the comfort of their own home regardless of a mental, physical, or illness or disability.
So the solution that we've came up with is to provide elderly clients a tailored in-home solution to meet their medical needs. This will be done using a platform to enhance the living space through general modifications through a contractor. So the distinctive traits that we run into here is basically what makes us unique. So we are able to provide a simplified solution for these clients just to make mobility easier. This allows the elderly to feel safer and more comfortable in their home environment, as well as put family members at ease. We would do this, of course, through the consultation using our platform that we would create, which would offer a targeted solution that's easy, concise to use, and aware of incentives that are available through most homeowners insurance. A lot of the larger homeowners insurance offer a 10% annual discount off of there, so it's a pretty good chunk off of there just for doing these modifications. And we would also be able to collaborate with other partners and with numerous local businesses in the area, such as our contractors, security systems, and just general people like that.
So our primary targets are obviously like the senior citizens, but also our secondary targets are just equally as important. We are wanting to reach out and branch on to people who have physical limitations, someone who's handicapped, recovering surgery patients, regardless of their age, we would be able to reach and service them. And then, of course, the power of attorney, the one who is seeking the care for their loved one or family member. Just some evidence and some sustainability that we get from that. We've talked to some contractors in the area, and they did show that not a lot of construction companies are able to comply with ADA and all these specific needs and rules that are not needed to follow. As well as we've talked to Yvonne, and she's a physical therapist who goes to people's houses and does physical therapy because senior citizens often can't leave their homes and they want to stay in the comfort of that. So coming to them and servicing them in the home is just a really important thing that we want to reach. So our product service differentiation, we're comparing ourselves, the home adaptation consulting firm, to a construction company. Just highlighting a couple things. Safety features is a big one. We want a safe home for these people, and we can give that to them. We can give them the security that they want or their loved ones want for them. So that would really set us apart from just someone who could go in and build a new home. We would be certified, just construction companies and us were both certified to do these things. But not all construction companies I mentioned earlier are ADA certified, so that really, again, would set us apart. We both could give house inspections, which is important to see what is needed to fit each individual home. And then the biggest one for us is target-specific pricing. So we would be able to go in and fit a home, giving them that low cost but also high quality, and be able to tailor it specific to the needs that they have.
So looking at our business model, generally speaking, our value proposition is to focus on the senior citizens and connecting them with a tailored living solution and providing that for a quality price and a simplified solution. So many times things are getting more complicated for them and they're getting left behind. So we want to definitely give them a simplified solution. First off, we do want to look at some of our partners that we have. Specifically with the security system, we looked into Nest Technologies. They have a very big product family that would allow us to provide security solutions. So whether that be monitoring mom and dad or helping them with thermostat and just making sure they lock the door. It could be one of those things. With that as well, another thing is our technology partner. We're wanting to create a platform for us to produce a report for not only the senior citizens, but also maybe the contractor, whoever's going to be doing this construction. So we don't necessarily have to do the construction for them, but we have the consultant who goes out there and gives them a report. Then they can go and take that to somebody else if they need be. So that's going to be, we would look to partner with the AMA group. They're going to give us both the hardware and the software solutions for that. That entails everything here. It's kind of a one-stop shop in that aspect. The other thing is, the construction in itself is something we haven't focused on specifically because we don't have expertise in contracting and construction ourselves. So initially we would probably look to subcontract that out first off, and we were looking at Home Envy. For that, they are specialized in home adaptations and remodeling with that. But future hopes would be that we have another extension of our program and company would become part of that construction side of things, and we have a partner there who we could get for constant use in that aspect. They would then do the construction for the senior citizens, as mentioned. The other thing, I want to look at customer channels. So the focus with getting our name out there and focusing on those people. Big thing we want to hit on is word of mouth. Word of mouth is one of the big options, and it enables us to spread much more rapport and experience across the table to somebody. So the word of mouth is what we really want to stress, but also with the pamphlets, get those out into the hospitals and the physical therapy offices so that they can say, hey, yes, we actually partnered with these guys where they came in here and gave us a little presentation on it. Not that they have to say that for us, but that they could if the opportunity arose. This would, in essence, focus our customer channels towards the senior citizens. That is the focus. We do have those other secondary targets, but it's targeted specifically at the senior citizens, who then will be able to build that long-term focused relationship with them, and they may be able to give us more home inspections and referrals for that to increase our company revenue there. The one other focus I wanted to hit on was that our consultants do want to be ADA certified, so we would go take them through the ACTCP certification program so that they can go out to a house and say, hey, to be in compliance with ADA certifications, you need this. You need a bathroom in this form, you need a handrail here, you need this and this. So that's the focus there. In conclusion, like I said, the value proposition is to provide those senior citizens with a tailored home adaptation system and decrease the level of assistance required initially, so then later on then they can get the necessary assistance when they do become impaired and they need hand-in-hand assistance with that. This in turn increases their quality of life and happiness, overall happiness, which then they are more likely to give back, live longer, give back to the society around them, thus increasing the level of society all around. Thank you.